On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Serious relationship. I think those trips are reserved for the woman I'm with, and vice versa. I think there are ample opportunities to have a long time, but an entire trip, I've never really done it, and not really my preference. But every relationship is different.
So, JR, are we talking about, from the guy's perspective, are we saying that the guys are we okay with our girl taking a trip, and then the girls are saying they okay with the guys taking a trip, or is it just all based off of what women are doing?
That's a great question. Let me just emphasize what I meant by the woman taking the trip. That was the situation that was happening on the Kay and Kayla show, was that she takes trips by herself without her fiance, soon to be husband. Make sure I hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button as well. Memberships are open. I do see the usual people in the chat, so let me start acknowledging you people. Brittany, I seen you in there. You was one of the first people in there with the classic Lapeef time change, as you say. Shout out to the chat, man. The chat is already lit already, man. You guys been waiting on us, so we definitely appreciate that. I see a lot of green in the audience. Green means that you are a member. We do have some exclusives coming for the members only, especially when we go on tour. You guys will be first access to the VIP tickets, whatever it is we offering during that entire weekend in that city. You guys will have first dibs, so make sure you guys join the membership. All right, man. Before we dive right into the meat of it, I always like to have a little icebreaker. Well, maybe sometimes. I do want to discuss something that happened on Kay and Kayla's show. And don't worry, Kay, it's not about you, but it was about what your guest said. Your guest brought up solo trips. She is a fiance and she likes to go on solo trips. And a lot of people was giving a lot of pushback about it. So I just want to kind of break the ice a little bit by getting you guys' thoughts about women, your fiancés or your wife taking solo trips. Is it necessary? Is it something that you guys are cool with? Let's talk about it. I'm gonna start with you, Rilla.
So I'm cool with like her having a girls' night out. Like, they can go to a concert. They might go to a concert, see an R&B artist I don't particularly care for. They might go out and it's just drinks with the girls or dinner with the girls, and they doing their girl thing, or it's nail. What do they call it? Spa day. Cool with all that. Yeah, you taking an extended trip, days, maybe a week. What's the name? Eddie Murphy talked about this in Delirious with Dexter St. Jock. I see all y'all. That's going over all y'all head. Yeah, nah, I'm not cool on my girl taking a solo trip, girl trip. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not cool with it. She's never suggested or intimated that she wants to take a trip or that she's interested in taking a trip like that. But even if she said so, not cool.
Rilla, what I just heard you say is that you're not cool with her taking any girl trips. Is that what you said?
No girl trips.
Okay. I want to put a little bit more context into what the guest said on the Kay and Kayla show. She said that she take like 10-day trips sometimes.
Yeah, she said it's for her.
She said it's just a 10-day. Okay.
Yeah, she said it's for her and it's for her to reset. And because she's an introvert, it's a time for her to reset and get herself together. And she appreciates the person that she's with because she feels like he allows her to do that. So if that's what works in their situation, that's cool. When I heard it, I was kind of taken aback. And yeah, nah. I heard the context of. I heard what she was saying. I was listening. I just didn't call in, but it's a no for me.
Okay. What about you, Q? What do you think about?
Okay, so your question was if they were engaged or married, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Engaged, married. Going towards that path.
Okay, so if they're engaged
okay
and
with
married,
go ahead,
Every relationship is different. If I'm engaged or married, I mean, I would rather take a trip with my man than my friends, honestly. Um, but I've taken solo trips, but not in a relationship. So I can see the both aspect of it. But regarding when you with somebody, nah, I want to be alone with them, boot up on a vacation on a beach with them. So I don't need mental relief from them. I need mental relief from the world, from work. So if I'm with somebody, I don't think I would take a solo trip. A girl's trip, that's a little something different because um I do partake in carnival, but also that's something I would invite my man to. Like, if you want to come, you can come, which we do have couples and stuff that do come to carnival when we do group carnival events and stuff like that. But honestly, when you at this stage, when you married and engaged, shouldn't it be couples trips, right? That's what I would think. Yeah.
Interesting. Enos, let me get your take on this. Solo trips. If you engaged, uh, married, something a serious commitment, are you okay with taking solo trips?
Like a lot of people said, I think that every relationship's a little bit different. For me, I'm very okay with it. I think having some healthy, safe time apart is a really important part of the relationship. Um, Kind of like you mentioned about the guest on the Kay and Kayla show, I too am introverted, and so I do need some time alone. And sometimes, a new experience or a retreat or whatever it is, um, as long as I'm being safe with my safety, with what I'm doing, and checking in from time to time, I don't really see what the issue is, especially if my partner doesn't have a problem with it.
All right. Must create everything. What are your thoughts about solo trips in a
I
relationship?
mean, I think every relationship is different. For me, in a serious relationship, I think those trips are reserved for the woman I'm with, and vice versa. I think there are ample opportunities to have alone time, but an entire trip, I've never really done it, and not really my preference. But every relationship is different.
So, JR, are we talking about from the guy's perspective? Are we saying that the guys are we okay with our girl taking a trip, and then the girls are saying they okay with the guys taking a trip, or is it just all based off of what women are doing?
That's a great question. Let me just emphasize what I meant by the woman taking the trip. That was the situation that was happening on the Kay
Mm,
and Kayla show, was that she takes trips by herself without her fiance, soon
mm.
to be husband.